My people, the secret is actually out. This very video, make sure you watch it to the end though. Everything you need to know about MOHBAD RIP, now you will watch everything totally. So watch to the end and share it, my people.
Everything you need to know about MOHBAD's death. So if you are one of a person that is looking for information about how MOHBAD died, then stick to this video. Just take a chill pill. I will take you to the very end of everything. Let's go to the end. Listen to the right up. Let's go. In so much pain, I'm typing this. The reason is that this boy really fought hard. He tried so much hard. He gave death a tough time, but death won at last. MOHBAD, one of the young street boys who rose to stardom from the street of Ikorodu. Know these days of making freestyles and boom, it goes viral online. One way or the other, the throwback videos went viral. He got noticed and got signed to a record label named Malian Music, owned by a certain Pegam drunk lord, Aziz Fashola, that is Naira Marley. Alongside Imole, Aziz signed other artists too, and turnings was going smoothly in the record label. Little did they know that there is more to just being in the record label and singing songs alone. Since the record label is owned by a drug lord, there are some certain sacrifices you need to do so as to stay relevant in the record label. First is you are initiated into the peddling of drugs. Second is you will also take an oath of secrecy, never to reveal things going on in the record label. Their boss, who is now an ambassador of NDLEA, trained them and all they are doing so well in taking and peddling of drugs. Then it got to the level of secrecy oath and MOHBAD refused. They gave him time to have a rethink. During those times, they sidelined him. The record label boss left him useless in the label, but were promoting Zinoliski back to back. He even gave out some of his street singers to Zinoliski, making the knack. That's why you see Zinoliski dropping hits like back to back and looking like a rag. His life is under control of record label and he can't even opt out. MOHBAD started complaining that he needs promotion too, that Naira Marley should not continue to promote Zino alone and leave him hanging. That's the beginning of their fight. It was from the argument, one thing led to another. He got worse, that they got physical most times, and Naira Marley hates to be challenged so bad. MOHBAD was the only one challenging him in the rebel. Aside his record label boys, he has other young boys he recruited who help in carrying out drug businesses. One thing led to the other. He started restricting MOHBAD from going out alone. If he goes out, he sees people trailing him. It was that bad. He then confided in some of his friends and then told him to run for his dear life. If not, it's a lifetime contract or they take his life. On hearing that, he summoned Naira Marley that he wants to leave the record label. That was the beginning of his nightmare. Naira Marley refused, saying that he can't opt out like that. This degenerated into serious argument and MOHBAD was beaten blue and black by Naira Marley boys. One of his arms got broken in the process. Bella was in the know of all this happening. He was updating Bella how things were going. He managed to stay in the record label for a month. One evening, as advised by friends, he wrote a letter trying to make it official that he wants to leave the record label. Naira Marley tore the letter right in front of him and walked him out. That night, MOHBAD said he was done and he walked out on his boss, Naira Marley. Naira, on the other hand, seeing that this boy don't mean business, he went out and planned with NDLEA officials to come and raid MOHBAD, so that even when they finally find out and MOHBAD tries to say everything he knows, people will call him a drug addict and will not pay attention to his words. Luckily that day when NDLEA raided their house, MOHBAD went live and spilled some details about Naira Marley, but Naira Marley was ready for the damage control. He said it was drug that made him to do such things and he has abused drug a lot. He was taken to the hospital after the NDLEA saga, even though nothing was wrong with him. Few days after he was discharged, his team reached out to me and said that MOHBAD was contemplating suicide, that I should please save him from Naira Marley, that they are just more boys trying to fend themselves. I told them to write another letter and send it to Naira. If he tears it this time, it's on him. They wrote the letter and sent me a copy. After I got the copy, then I did a warning post telling Naira Marley to leave MOHBAD alone. Else, I will release waiting them the cook with a bone. All their drug peddling businesses. After all, I called out The second letter was written. I told them to post it on MOHBAD's page for record purposes. That was how this young man escaped Malian music. Naira first blacklisted him for the industry. You know this industry is man no man. It's deeper than what you know. After blacklisting him, he started sending threats to his parents. Say their son was talking about them, that they go mourn him if they don't want him. Threats everywhere. The trial still didn't stop. One day he was waylaid and beaten by Naramali boys. They took his phone, wiped everything in the phone, all the contacts, every single thing. After he left the record label, he tried to pursue his career on his own. Bella Snoda and Zlatan also stood by him, but he didn't find it easy on Naramali because Naramali has put a mark on his body for the industry. He started getting rejections. No promoter was willing to work with him, but Bella stood his ground and gave him a shoulder. At some point, Naramali sent his boys after Bella Snoda, but they missed him. Yet, he didn't stop pursuing MOHBAD. Make no long Matasha. Straight number started calling MOHBAD, telling him that they won't leave him until he is 6 feet down, that he can't dine with them, and opt out just like that. He lived his whole life on fear. When he welcomed his son, the whole matter of his son was one of the reasons why he didn't announce it. He knew they might come after his son, so he kept it on the wrap. There are countless shows he secured, and damn it, they will cancel him and tell him that they got order from above not to use him. But in all this, man no be God. His glory was so loud that darkness couldn't overshadow him. Without all these show promoters, no godfather in the industry, he was doing so well on his own. Few of his friends who are influencers and stars stood by him too. They gave him shoulder. Being a sabi boy, he started picking up and was doing so well on himself. The threat didn't stop. Spiritual attacks here and there, laying ambush for him in anything he sees opportunity in. Just recently, Polo took him to America. Naramali still sent his boys in the UK to attack MOHBAD, but again they missed him. Just like with Sam Larry, sponsored by Naramali and his gang, waylaid MOHBAD and beat him mercilessly, aiming for his life. He managed to escape, and we thought that was it. And now on what led to MOHBAD's death, be say nobody wey MOHBAD tried to make friend with, Naramali must buy that person with money just so that can give him details about MOHBAD. Except for Zlatan and Bella Snoda, MOHBAD lost all his friends to Naramali bully. So there's this friend that sticked around and was always with MOHBAD. On Sunday, they both went to perform at the General Bitters launch in Ikorodu. The friend was with his friend, with him all through the show. After the show, one thing led to another. MOHBAD got into an argument without his friend. The argument got intense that they exchanged blows, not knowing that MOHBAD friend got a ring. So they had a fight that night. They made sure they frustrated MOHBAD until he was triggered to point at his friend. The friend also hit him back. The matter went that night, sha. And we all thought that was it until MOHBAD became so restless and saying that place that his friends hit him was paining him and he couldn't move his head properly. Before we know what was going on, the head started swelling. This time he was already going through pains. So when the pain got intense, a nurse was invited to treat MOHBAD at home. Unknowingly to MOHBAD family, it was said that what was used to hit MOHBAD doesn't need any medical treatment. It just needs arrow antidote. Long story short, after the injection, the pain didn't still subside. That was how they arranged to take him to the hospital, and he breathed his last. For my very self, I don't get sick from year to year. Even this year, I've not gotten sick for once. The day I received the information that MOHBAD is dead, I was shivering like a baby, like I was very, very feverish. That is how heartbroken most of Nigerians are because of the death of MOHBAD. Not only that he died young, this brother fought for his life, like MOHBAD fought for his life. Now to all of you that make life difficult for MOHBAD, to all of you that have hands in MOHBAD death, I'm joining the whole of Nigerians that are laying curses on you. What you forget is that anyone that the public lays curse on, that person is cursed forever. Your family, your descendants, everything about you is under a curse, is under a spell. I know you people have some kind of connections with the government, with people that are in power. Mark today's date. I've given you 5 years. 5 years. Everybody will see what will happen to you. One thing is that if you do those things and nobody knew about it, maybe you can walk away with it, even though you cannot walk away from God. But as far as the whole world have known it, as far as the public have known it, and they are laying curses on you, I'm giving you 5 years. I'm giving you 5 years. You will see that everything is now about money. You see that Even if justice cannot be gotten from the government, justice will prevail. Your life, your end will be used as a reference, will be used as example to others. Mark today's date.